If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. If I fall.
It's 10 a.m. right now, and we just got back from taking Kenzo on a walk. He's just below me on his mat, so you're gonna hear him in the background. Same with Miguel. They're both kind of sleepy today. It's a rainy day, so it should be quite a quiet day, or maybe not. So yesterday I was able to get a lot of grading done. I think I have 4 to 5 assignments to go through. So I'm going to get that done right away. After that, I'm going to take a look at my thesis comments. So last night, in the night, I think around midnight, they sent me an email saying that my comments are in. I kind of skimmed through them and they don't look too bad. So this morning during our car ride, I was thinking about how I'm going to approach the thesis comments and also the defense. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to read through them and then I'm going to make like a visual plan or of the comments that they gave me, and through that I'm going to see what needs to get done and discuss them tomorrow with my supervisor, because I have a meeting with her to discuss the thesis comments. But she read through them already. She sent me an email just a few minutes ago and she said that she thinks I'm ready to move to the defense. The thesis defense are public, so she wants to, I guess, invite some people or let people know that I'm gonna be defending. So that's a little bit nerve wracking. But overall, I mean, I think what I'll do is just give you an update now. And then once I start working on the thesis things, I will document all of that, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only master student in anthropology that has gotten the feedback that I got, and also how to prepare for the defense. I've never done one, but we're gonna prepare for it together, and I'm really excited about that. Before we spend a lot of time on that, we are going to finish the grading, and then shouldn't take too much, maybe an hour to 2 hours. I'm hoping it's more around 1 hour, but we will see. And then after that, we'll just get started working on the thesis, because tomorrow I'm heading over to my mom's. It's going to be her birthday on Sunday. So I have quite a few things to prepare for this week and weekend. Friday, I also have an activity with the lab. So we will see how all of that goes. I'm going to be, taking you along with me on this journey. So let's get some grading done, and then let's get some graduate student things out of the way, or let's prepare for an awesome thesis defense.
I can tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that shit right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long.
It's 12:30 right now, and I made some lunch. So I'm gonna have just a bowl of fruit with a delicious everything bagel with cream cheese. So I was able to get a few assignments done, but then I realized that I graded 2 assignments that were not mine, and that's because the students submitted it twice, and some of those students were on my list but not for this project, for another one. Anyways, I got confused, so I graded a few that weren't mine, but that's fine. So I only have 3 assignments to grade, and then after that I'm just gonna work on the thesis comments. So that shouldn't take long. It should take me about an hour or less. So let's do that while we eat our delicious breakfast or lunch breakfast. I usually don't eat early in the morning. I usually fast and just have lunch, well, brunch. And Kenzo wants some. He's like, give me some. I want some. I got him a banana, so He's like, give me some.
Running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long. Look, running from pain, running from strain, running from things, running from schemes. Couple things I know, couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins, I can tell you my problems. I'm uncomfortable in my skin, I'm uncomfortable with my ends, I'm uncomfortable with my friends, I'm uncomfortable with my drinking, I'm uncomfortable with my thinking.
It's 1 p.m. and I'm officially done all of the grading for the final assignment. So now the only thing that I have left is grading the final exam, which is due on December 19th. So the TA stuff is out of my mind, out of sight, done. So now it's just getting into the thesis comments and preparing for the defense. So I have a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow at 2 p.m. And since I will be heading to my mom's, she lives close to campus, so I'm just gonna take the morning and go and continue working on the thesis. And then after that, I'll spend some time with her, sleep over at her house, spend more time with her on Friday because that's her actual birthday. And then after that, Saturday I blocked it off to work on the thesis. Sunday it's gonna be a reset day, and we're also gonna go to brunch with my family for my mom's birthday. But I blocked off the afternoon to just work on the thesis. Really, I'm just gonna block off time except for tomorrow evening and Friday for the thesis defense. There's some comments, but not too much, so I think I can definitely get through it in like a day. It's just, you know, I read the comments already in the morning, and there's just some of them are a little bit harsh, but it's part of the deal. It's what it takes to be an academic, and I know that, you know, their comments are just coming from a good place, because at the end of the day, I think that they want me to succeed, and they just want me to be better. And especially going to the PhD now, you know, at first I was like, oh, these comments, but now I'm like, this is what it's gonna take, and this is not gonna be the only time people are gonna criticize their work. So I guess I just have to get used to it, but it's definitely new. Everything is a learning experience for me, and everything is new. So I'm going to the defense with an open mind and an open heart. And I think that we're gonna be a master's, official master's by next Wednesday. Around after the thesis defense, it's at 1 p.m. and it should take between 2 to 3 hours. So for sure, next Wednesday after 3 p.m. I may be a master's. And this is what it is, like the imposter syndrome that I've been struggling with. It's like, I'm not master's yet, but I have my space or my position as a PhD student at the faculty or at the university. So this is what it is to be in between two things. You're not one and you're not the other, but you're becoming one. And that's an amazing place to be, at least in my opinion. I mean, things could be worse right now, right? So let's just be thankful for what we have. And honestly, like, I'm excited to read through the feedback again and really sit through it while I read my thesis and, you know, apply it, because that's really all that's left to do. But before I do that, I want to just ease my mind a little bit from grading, because I read some really bad papers, but I read 2 really good papers. Anyways, that doesn't matter here, but what matters is that we're gonna take a small break by just doing a little bit of cleaning around the house, especially just the kitchen, because we ate lunch and my husband is working from home today. So we both had lunch at our desk, because he's also like, it's the end of the year, right? We're both like gone, like dead. But next on the 15th, we're both kind of officially off. It's just I just have to grade that final exam, but other than that, it should be a good end of the year. So let's go do some cleaning, and then we'll get back to working on the thesis.
Look, seem like every captain gotta maintain the cap. You can make change, don't change for that. Tell the whole truth, get paid for that. Bet you never fall off, you was made for that. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause niggas ain't really who they say on the outside. You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside. Cause niggas ain't really who they say on the outside. Slaughter around the city with my day one niggas.
It's 4 p.m. and I just finished doing about an hour and a half of research on YouTube and on websites / blogs about how to defend your master's thesis. I think I gathered a few good tips and tricks, so I wrote them down and I'm going to try to apply them for when I sit down with the thesis and the comments. So I did reread the comments, and again, there are some that are harsh, but overall they have really good feedback for me. The major thing that needs work is the literature review, and I knew that this was coming because I'm kind of blending a lot of concepts and approaches in anthropology to tackle my research interest, or my the research that I did for my master's. And it is a complex topic to talk about. It's cannabis, and so one of their major issues with it is that I do not have enough literature or history about it, and I saw this coming already because this is what I was having problems with, since the history of humans and cannabis is long but also very complicated. I kept falling into like trying to over explain, so I put that to a side and did everything else, and I kind of just I didn't skip through it, but I was like, okay, let's see how all of this holds together, what they think about it, and if I need to add more or take away, then I can handle that. And I definitely can handle their comments because I already have all the information. It's just organizing it and making it work with what I already have and what I will be defending. My plan now is to just digest that a little bit more while I cook dinner, and I think me and my husband might do a bulk barn run because he needs to go and do a few things, run a few errands for himself, so I might go with him. He's just finishing up a meeting. My head's like all over the place, as you can tell, and I don't know why, but I look so dead today. Like, so we're gonna run errands with my husband because I hear him. He's done, and then we'll start doing thesis work again.
I'm really on fire tonight. Can't nobody hold me down. I'm doing whatever now. Ain't got no time to fight. I'm talking way too loud. And if you don't like the sound, you could just tune it out. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Who you rooting for? They say whatever team that'll win. I say cool, cause it's gonna be whichever one I'm in. Yeah, I'm good like that. Yeah, I'm good like that. Telling you that I might never go to sleep, stay up all night, doing just what I like. No more hoping, no, I'm right like this.
they looking at me. I think they influenced by me. They say they not with me, alright. When shawty looking at me, she want me to slide for the flame. She want me to show her some things. But right now I'm focused on me doing me. Gotta watch step on the tightrope. I never fall off this light work. Know it's people trying to see me down real bad. Same ones trying to meet me where I'm at now. Same ones trying to figure how I got here. I been serving my pop, bitch, shoving my sauce, been writing these songs since 48 key drop. Tell me when to go, how you think I'm finna stop? I be protecting my inner child. You could keep all of that dissonance. They be hating on me cause they see I'm gifted. It's all from the soil, 3D printed. I been doing me like I got a blank check. I been taking shade for the love and respect. Wanna touch stage, cross seas on me. No drama, more flights next year's looking lit. I'm laid up in somebody's grass. I'm burning the gas to my last breath. Life is so fragile, enjoying the roses so high you can't see me, I'm seated. She wanna beat me, I'm trying to do Fiji. I live on the island alone. I'm trying to be one with my aura before I allow your soul.
I don't care what you say, 'cause really either way